Obviously, Manchester United didn't want to wait 1 month for their new manager. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market updates, important updates for Manchester United. More to say on Vinicius Jr., Jamal Musiala, contracts at Barcelona. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today's video by mentioning the big news of the week, because it's time to say it's all confirmed. The Here We Go is guaranteed, the Here We Go is 100% sealed for Ruben Amorim to become the new Manchester United manager, the replacement for Erik ten Hag. Let me explain to you what happened, because I understand some of you didn't understand probably the timing and what's going on between the two clubs. But basically, Ruben Amorim is under contract at Sporting with release clause, 10 million euros. But when you trigger the release clause, as Manchester United did 2 days ago with a formal letter sent to Sporting and with the mission of some of those of Manchester United board and management traveling to Lisbon to negotiate with Sporting, after that, there is into the contract of Ruben Amorim at Sporting, and is something usual into football to protect clubs when their manager wants to leave during the season, there is a 30 days notice for the exit of the manager. What does it mean? That the manager, if the clause is triggered, like in this case, and you have an agreement with the manager, like in this case, United, Amorim, and Amorim with Sporting with his contract, what happens is that Ruben Amorim has to stay at Sporting for 30 days, so they have time to find a replacement, they have time to complete the exit process, and so this was the crucial point. Obviously, Manchester United didn't want to wait 1 month for their new manager. So what happened? They traveled to Lisbon, they negotiated with Sporting, and the agreement is 10 million euros, release clause, triggered Amorim to Manchester United, 1 million euro extra to Sporting for what? For some members of the staff. More than 3 members will join Ruben Amorim in the staff at Manchester United. This is an important point, because Amorim is an excellent coach, is a talented coach, but it's also important to say that Ruben Amorim has a crucial support from his staff. So to bring these people at Manchester United was considered as a crucial step, and they will be there. But the extra million is also to get the green light from Sporting earlier than 30 days. So Ruben Amorim will stay at Sporting this weekend, will complete this part of the season with Sporting, and will start his chapter at Manchester United from November 11th, so from the November international break. The first game in charge is going to be on the following weekend after the international break against Ipswich Town. So that is going to be the beginning of the new era for Ruben Amorim. Already now he's going to obviously start thinking about Manchester United, planning for Manchester United new life. He's having constant call every day with people at Manchester United, from the board, from the management. So obviously they're pushing a lot because they can't wait to have their new manager. But first of all, contracts are being prepared today. Documents, official documents. So Sporting will receive 10 million euros plus 1. Amorim will start at Manchester United on November 11th. He will stay at Sporting in this part of the season till the international break, and then 1 extra million to have Amorim earlier and for part of his coaching staff. The green light has arrived. The contract is gonna be valid until June 2027. The salary of Amorim will be more than double compared to what he was earning at Sporting. Obviously, Manchester United had to do an important proposal to Ruben Amorim, also because Amorim had several possibilities in the recent years. You remember the story with West Ham last summer. He was in the list at Liverpool, but the priority was always Arne Slot. So he had several possibilities in the recent years because he's a very talented manager. But Ruben Amorim is really in love with Sporting. The city, the club, the fans, the players. He has a fantastic relationship there. So to break that, especially during the season, which is going to be tough for Ruben Amorim in his relationship with people at Sporting, it had to be a very good proposal. And here is Manchester United, Premier League, new project, new vision, important money, the contract. So several points, all the boxes have been ticked by Manchester United, and so Ruben Amorim is set to become their new manager. We are really at the formal steps of the story. It's going to be official soon. The Here We Go was already in place a few days ago, and so confirmed Ruben Amorim, the replacement for Erik ten Hag. Guys, I wanted to add something also on Vinicius Jr., because it was a big story this week. Vinicius not winning the Ballon d'Or, but then what happened next? The whole story was confirmed. Real Madrid didn't travel to Paris. Why? Full support for Vini. Despite winning the best club of the year, despite winning the coach of the year with Carlo Ancelotti, they decided to support Vini. And I can guarantee to you that also in the following days, now I keep receiving many questions on a contract extension for Vinicius. This is not a topic for this week. This is not a topic for these days. Now it's time for Real Madrid to have a normal situation around Vinicius. They understand that he is sad. That is a tough moment for him because Vinicius was expecting to win the Ballon d'Or. That's very clear. That's also something we can understand, but at the same time, Real Madrid are showing full support to Vini. From the president, Florentino Perez, to the manager, Carlo Ancelotti. When one was asked to Carlo Ancelotti if he wanted to go to Paris for his award, Carlo Ancelotti, together with the club, said no, full support to Vini. We stay in Madrid, we don't travel, because for us, the Ballon d'Or had to be Vinicius. So full support from the manager, who didn't travel to get his award, to support his player. But the same from the club, the board, the president himself, Florentino Perez, showing full support to Vinicius. So they are doing everything possible to make Vini feel comfortable in a complicated moment for him, and they are sure that the reaction is gonna be big. On the other side, in Spain, Barcelona, fantastic moment for Barca. And for Barca also time to extend contracts. I spent the last 2 months telling you every single time that Barca have a clear strategy with Laporta, with Deco working on contracts, and now after Marc Bernal and after all the others, today Fermin Lopez signs new deal, 2029, 500 million euros new release clause, so Fermin Lopez stays at Barcelona, long contract and new release clause, also higher salary of course. Then Barca are also planning for Pedri and Gavi to be the next ones. So conversations are continuing on almost daily basis, we could say weekly basis, and Barca are very confident to extend both Pedri and Gavi. Meanwhile, the topic Frankie de Jong and Ronald Araujo remains on the table for Deco, still working on it, but next ones could be Pedri and Gavi. This is the mission, this is the idea. And then for Barcelona in 2025, of course, the extension of Lamine Yamal. In July he will turn 18, and that's already obviously planned for Barcelona, a crucial step to have Lamine with a long contract, with an important contract as a face of this project, of course. He's absolutely untouchable. Face of the project, what Bayern want to do for Yamal Musiala. And here we are in the position to say that what we said 1 month ago was real, because I came here 1 month ago, guys, telling you Bayern are in conversations with Musiala, talks are ongoing, and talks were ongoing and remain ongoing. Musiala spoke to Sky in the last 24 hours, confirming that he's in talks with Bayern, that the conversation is ongoing, and he can imagine a contract extension in Bayern. So Bayern are making a very important proposal, financially, but also the technical point of view, to have Jamal Musiala as one of the faces of their project, a crucial part of this project, and their effort financially will be incredible. So Bayern are putting all their efforts and also very important money on the table for Musiala. The conversations are still ongoing, but Bayern are really doing their best. So to see Musiala going public in a kind of positive way to confirm the conversations with Bayern was seen as a very good sign from Bayern. Let's see now if they can close the agreement. The conversation remain ongoing, but Musiala and Bayern remain in talks over new deal. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, your thoughts on Amorim to Manchester United, but also Vinicius Junior, the reaction, and also Musiala, Fermin, and more. Let me know your opinion here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao!